Twitter just accidentally admitted that it's committed more human rights violations than the Chinese government. Here's how it happened. Some of the Igbo population in southeastern Nigeria want to secede. They want a separate state, and there have been some recent attacks by arsonists and gunmen on government offices. In response, earlier this week, Nigerian President Muhammadu Buhari tweeted a warning to the secessionists. Many of those misbehaving today are too young to be aware of the destruction and loss of lives that occurred during the Nigerian Civil War. Those of us in the fields for 30 months who went through the war will treat them in the language they understand. Twitter interpreted this as a call for genocide against the Igbo people, so it blocked the tweet. The Nigerian government responded by blocking Twitter in Nigeria. And that's when the hypocrites on the trust and safety team, the same hypocrites who ban us whenever we say anything they disagree with, declared that access to Twitter is an essential human right. We are deeply concerned by the blocking of Twitter in Nigeria. Access to the free and open internet is an essential human right in modern society. We will work to restore access for all those in Nigeria who rely on Twitter to communicate and connect with the world. Keep it on. I am no fan at all of Muhammadu Buhari, but when it comes to hypocrisy, this tweet deserves a blue ribbon. Notice, they're including access to Twitter as part of a free and open internet, and they state, as clearly as they've ever stated anything, that denying someone access to Twitter is a violation of that person's essential human rights. Denying you access to Twitter is like denying you access to food or water or air, according to Twitter. I've been locked out of Twitter for more than 2 years because I refused to remove a tweet. Back in 2019, I shared a video of me condemning the sick, twisted moron who slaughtered dozens of innocent Muslims in 2 mosques in New Zealand. I'm not allowed on Twitter until I delete that tweet. I refused to delete that tweet because condemning the mass murder of Muslims doesn't violate any written Twitter policies. Hence, I'm not allowed on Twitter. Hence, my essential human rights are being violated. The apostate prophet was permanently banned from Twitter for posting a video in which he explained why he ripped up a Quran in response to a Muslim apologist who called for his public execution. According to Islam, the apostate prophet is under a death sentence, and there are popular Muslim apologists calling for his death. He responded by ripping up a Quran in protest. Twitter sided with the people who were calling for AP's public execution and permanently denied him access to the platform, thus violating his human rights. This is where basic logic comes in handy. Premise 1. If anyone denies a person access to Twitter, he has violated that person's essential human rights. Premise 1 was just declared true by Twitter. Premise 2. Twitter routinely denies people access to Twitter. Twitter declares premise 2 true every single day. Do I really need to finish the syllogism? In the comments, please share any examples you have of Twitter violating the essential human rights of you or others. Also, let me know what you think is going to happen with Twitter in other countries. Here in the U.S., social media platforms ban people for having the wrong ideas, and our leaders complain for a while, but they don't actually do anything about the problem. Other countries, however, have leaders who aren't used to being told what they can or can't say. So, what's going to happen when speech dictators try to crack down on actual dictators? I don't know what's going to happen, but I am going to stock up on popcorn. By the way, if you haven't seen my video, How Big Tech Became Big Brother, be sure to check it out. The link is in the description box.